DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Topic of this video is avoiding the thirst traps, and this video is made specifically for the heterosexual males out there who are watching this. Y'all know what a thirst trap is. If you're watching this, you already know what a thirst trap is. Thirst trap is a photo or video posted by a female and is designed to draw in your attention, even if it doesn't do anything else. Even if you don't send a DM or comment or buy anything or subscribe to the ladies OnlyFans, whoever posted the thing, is some kind of picture or video, usually something visual, and the whole point is to suck your resources out of you. That resource can be your time. It's definitely your time. And that could also include your attention, your focus, your money, and your energy. Those are your 5 forms of investment right there. This is why you got to be careful in avoiding the thirst traps. And I'm going to tell you how to avoid the thirst traps, and also I'm going to talk about why. So first of all, thirst traps became a thing. Actually, they're not a new thing. They've always existed. I mean, people have used thirst traps in advertising for years. So those of you who are old enough, you remember back when, they don't really do it anymore these days, but back when cigarette advertising was a big deal, like the tobacco industry used to do a lot of advertising, and a lot of their cigarette ads would be a man, like a cool looking man with a nice car, and he would have pretty girls with him, and it would all be advertising a cigarette. And the whole idea that they were portraying was that people who smoke cigarettes are cool, or men who smoke cigarettes are cool, and they have pretty girls around them. And because there's been so much backlash against the tobacco industry, they don't really advertise as much as they used to, even though there are a bunch of people who still smoke. But they do this with cars. You'll see this with fragrances, like colognes and stuff like that, suits, anything that's trying to draw a man's attention. They will use thirst traps, i.e. attractive women, to get the man's attention, because all men, I mean, we are sexual beings. We are wired to procreate, and heterosexual men are attracted to attractive females. So these thirst traps have always been used in advertising and marketing, and the thing that's changed in the world that we're in today, especially over the last 10 to 15 years, is that now individuals can do marketing and advertising as opposed to companies doing it. So now you gotta watch out for every single person out here advertising as opposed to just a company advertising. So that means when you're on TikTok, I suppose, I don't know what happens on TikTok because I don't ever scroll TikTok, but I do see I am a more active user on YouTube, Instagram, and those are 2 places that I see it all the time. A ton of thirst traps being posted. You have to avoid these because I just told you why. Your most valuable resources, time, money, attention, energy, and focus, all get taken away when you fall victim to a thirst trap. The only reason that it would make sense for you to use your time, money, attention, energy, and focus to give to a thirst trap is if you're getting something back out of it. And the only thing you're getting out of it is, who knows what, you get to jerk off to it, whether all the way or halfway, or you mentally are thinking about it. Is that helping you get to your goals? Is helping you get to the outcomes that you want to get to? The answer is probably not. And let me talk about that while I'm bringing it up. Because you might say, Dre, yeah, that's right. But at the same time, you're still a male, you still have physical needs, right? So let's address that. Here's the thing you got to get. If you avoid the thirst traps, I'm going to tell you how to do that in a second, and you focus on your goals, making the money you want to make, getting to the status that you want to achieve, winning the trophy that you want to win, getting to the position in your business that you want to get to, whatever it is that you're working on, and you just focus on getting that done and focus on accomplishing that. All the stuff that you see in the thirst traps that you see females posting, whether it's some girl just posting the suggested pictures of her ass, or some girl doing yoga, or females dancing, or what's the other things that they post, whatever it is. I mean, it's so many different creative ways that females come up with thirst traps these days. If you go and just achieve your goals and achieve the status and the outcomes and the resources, which usually when you achieve status and outcomes and you are succeeding, usually that what comes with it are resources. So you go and succeed in business, usually you get money. You succeed in playing your sport, you get trophies, you get attention, and people start knowing your name. You succeed in whatever thing it is that you're doing, usually there's a lot of stuff that comes with that, resources that come with it. Once you get those resources and it's known that you have those resources, it's publicly noted that you have those resources, all the stuff that females share in those thirst traps will come looking for you. You won't have to go looking for it. You won't have to go scroll through Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, or you ain't got to subscribe to no girls OnlyFans. You ain't got to do none of that, because all of the stuff that, again, they're suggesting to you in their free social media posts, they will offer it to you when it's known that you're a person who can produce, when it's known that you're a person who has resources, when it's known you're a person who can go and make things happen. Because as men, we are wired to look for a woman that we're physically attracted to, because that physical attraction signals to us, just as part of our hard wiring, this woman is possibly able to procreate, which means they can have children. Doesn't mean you want to have kids with a girl you follow on Instagram, but I'm talking about that's part of our deep wiring. That's the reason why when we see an attractive girl, we look. Even if you're married, even if you're in a relationship and you're happy in that relationship, you will still look when you see an attractive girl, because it's part of our deep down wiring as a man, that when we see a woman, that woman could possibly help procreate and create kids for us. And again, this is just go back to the caveman days, our deep ingrained wiring. And the same thing for women on the flip side. It's not that they see a man and they say he can help me make kids, because a woman can make kids with any man, even if the man's not attractive. The woman is attracted to a man who has resources, because what do those resources represent? Those resources represent stability, it represents safety, it represents that she can be taken care of, it represents that there is someone out there who can. There's a car in front of me that's just beeping constantly. They're just holding the horn at this car in front of them because they feel like they're not driving fast enough. You hear that? Y'all can't hear that beeping, but this person is crazy. They got road rage, and they're tailgating so close. Like, this person hit their brakes, there's gonna be an accident right here on this highway. But anyway, women are hardwired to be attracted to a man who has resources, because those resources represent safety, stability, I can be taken care of. And again, this is the wiring of women. Even though I know these days we got the whole feminism movement, and you know, they're giving you this idea that women they can just do everything on their own, they don't need a man. That's nonsense. The wiring of women is still this, they want a man that they can be secure with and safe with, and who can take care of them. So that's the whole reason that a woman is attracted to a man who has resources, and a man is attracted to a woman who is physically attractive. So that's the whole deal. So now this car, they next to each other now. This dude is talking shit out his window to the other car that he was beeping at the whole time. But hopefully this stays peaceful. It looks like it is. So for men, how do you avoid the thirst trap? First of all, remember that structure creates discipline. So the discipline of avoiding the thirst trap is you got to put a structure in place that makes it easy to avoid the thirst traps. Here's an easy way to avoid the thirst traps. All right, and for some of you this will be easy, for some of you this will be difficult. Here it is. Number one, stop scrolling on social media. Stop scrolling on social media. That means don't get on Instagram, and don't go to the little magnifying glass, like the browse part of social media. Don't do that. Don't go there anymore. Because when you go there, all it does, understand there's an algorithm on social media. It's designed by scientists. Their whole the algorithm is designed to show you stuff that it thinks, based on your activity, that you might be interested in. In other words, it's going to show you stuff that probably will draw your attention. It's not going to show you stuff you're not interested in. It's going to show you stuff that you are interested in. That's why you stay away from it, because the algorithm is smarter than you are. The science of the algorithm is stronger than your willpower. Everybody understand me? The science of the algorithm is stronger than your personal willpower. So do not think that you can willpower your way out of scrolling through that browse feature. Instead, just don't go to the browse feature. When you're on YouTube, now YouTube is a place that I actually will scroll sometimes, because sometimes I'll come across a video that is useful for me, and I'll end up saving it and watching it later. But you have to be careful of what you are clicking on. That's the biggest thing, because whatever you click on, that's how the algorithm knows what to show you. The algorithm only shows you stuff based on your activity. So if you never click on a thirst trap, then it won't show you a thirst trap. Because sometimes, like if I click on a thirst trap on Instagram, then Instagram's gonna keep showing me thirst traps in the browse function. But if I don't, like, I'll notice something. Like if I go like 2 days straight, I don't go to the browse feature anymore. But if I do go to the browse feature and I click on like animal pictures, like it'll be a lion eating a zebra or something like that, and I just like a bunch of those pictures, then Instagram will stop showing me the thirst traps and it'll just show me animal stuff. It'll show me like a hawk hunting down a bird or something like that. And the whole point though is the entire browse feature is designed to suck your time away. And how often do you hear me talking about how time is the most valuable resource we have? So what you want to do is stay away from these things. Stay away from the thirst traps. The girls who are offering the thirst traps, listen, you can find a same quality girl, maybe that exact same girl, maybe an even better looking girl, better quality girl, or equal or higher value girl, as soon as you have the resources and you prove that you can produce results, because that's what women are attracted to anyway, to the point that you will have your choice amongst women and you can pick the one that you want, instead of you being one of the several simps paying for an OnlyFans, or leaving stupid ass comments on some girl who's posting thirst traps all the time, just getting comments from men. Listen, that's her business. I ain't knocking the girl for doing it, because it works. It works. We see this, right? And this is why there's women out there who make their entire living from OnlyFans. And who's paying for it? Men who just want to pay for access to, or virtual access to, a woman that they will never have real access to. Men who got real resources and can produce real results, they ain't got to do that. All right, because they got resources, the girls come to them instead of them having to go to the girl. So you just got to change your mindset to flipping this equation. Like, I ain't got to go to the girl and go like their pictures or look at their shit. I'm gonna go create so much success and so many outcomes and prove that I can produce resources at such a high level that they come looking for me, and then I could pick the one that I want, or the ones, plural, that I want. Hey, however you want to do it. Just make sure you protect yourself. All right, do not have unprotected sex with any girl that you ain't gonna marry. All right, let's just make sure I say that as well. So with all that being said, folks, hopefully this is useful for you young men out there and you ladies out there who post the thirst traps. All right, tell me if I'm wrong about this. All right, any of you ladies who post thirst traps, if I'm wrong about anything that I said, let me know. All right, and listen, ladies who do post the thirst trap videos and pictures, don't even worry about me saying this, because most of the men out there are still going to be liking your pictures and paying for your OnlyFans regardless of what I say here. Most men ain't going to follow what I'm saying here, because most men lack discipline. So I'm only talking to a very small percentage of men, so don't be mad at me. I'm not knocking your hustle. All right, the hustle will go on with or without me. All right, the sex industry has always existed, and there's always been people like me telling men this kind of stuff, and most of them don't listen any damn way. So I ain't knocking on y'all's hustle. All right, y'all still gonna have plenty of simp men to choose from. The 1% that I'm telling to stay away from y'all stuff ain't a threat to your business. So with all that said, I want y'all to text me. Let me know you want to get my daily motivation text that I send out every single day to have you focused, sharp, and on point to start your day. My number is 305-384-6894. And Work on Your Game University. That is where I do all my coaching. That's where all my best high-level training frameworks and courses are at, all in one place. That's the university. The way you join is by going to workonyourgameuniversity.com. That link and the number are both down in the description to this video. Work on your game. Dre all day.